Hey there, welcome back to the podcast Say It in Spanish. Or if it's your first time here, bienvenido and bienvenida. I am Ari, your certified Spanish coach and founder of Conari Spanish Academy, where learning Spanish is fun and useful. So, if you're serious about improving your Spanish, don't forget to check out my website or just Google Conari Spanish Academy, where you will find guides, conversation groups, beginner programs, and a bunch of cool stuffs to help you level up. All right, today we are doing something super special. You are about to listen to a real conversation between two people in basic Spanish, just like what you will say when meeting someone for the first time. So your mission here is try to understand as much as you can. Listen closely to greetings, how they introduce themselves, ask where they are from, what they do, and even talk about their family. And don't worry because I will pause halfway to point out some key expressions and little tricks to help you sound more natural in Spanish. So, are you ready? Vamos!
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Yo estoy bien. Gracias. Me llamo Lisa.
Mucho gusto, Lisa. Yo me llamo Carla. ¿De dónde eres?
Soy de Estados Unidos. ¿Y tú?
Soy de México, de una ciudad que se llama Guadalajara.
Ah, México. Me gusta mucho México. ¿Tú hablas inglés?
Un poquito, pero ahora vamos a practicar español, ¿sí?
Sí, claro. Yo quiero practicar español mucho.
Muy bien. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Tengo 26 años. ¿Y tú?
Yo tengo 30. No es mucho, ¿verdad?
No, no es mucho. Tú eres joven.
Gracias.
Okay, guys, let's practice these key phrases, super essentials when you're having an introduction conversation with someone new. When you want to say my name is, remember that you can say me llamo, or also you can directly say soy Ari, me llamo Ari. And of course, that if you want to directly say your name, just Ari, Ariadna, that will be great. But of course, if you want to practice more Spanish, you can add me llamo or soy, I am. Now, something that a lot of people they ask me is, what is the difference between de dónde eres and de dónde es usted? So when we say de dónde eres, it's more in an informal situation or when you're talking with someone of your same age or younger. And when you say de dónde es usted, it's in case that you're talking with someone that is much older than you or someone that you kind of own a lot of respect. But it depends on the country. So, for example, in Argentina, we will say usted in case that I'm talking with someone that I don't know, that is like way older than me, or the president. Like it's very, very formal. But again, it's depend on the country. Okay, another thing that you can add here when you say nice to meet you, a lot of people they think that is me gusta mucho. But actually, if you want to say nice to meet you, you will say mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. All right. And another thing that I hear a lot of people they get confused is when they are talking about how old they are. Because in English you usually say I am and then you say the number. In Spanish, remember that we don't have that structure. what we will do is to take the verb to have. So to say I have, and then you say the number. So in my situation, I would say I have 27 years old. In Spanish, I would say tengo 27 años. Okay, guys, let's continue with the second part.
¿Y a qué te dedicas, Lisa?
¿Qué? No entiendo.
¿Cuál es tu trabajo? ¿Qué haces?
Yo soy profesora de yoga.
Qué interesante. ¿Dónde trabajas?
Trabajo en un estudio en Nueva York, pero también en mi casa.
¿Te gusta tu trabajo?
Sí, me gusta mucho. Es relajante. ¿Y tú?
Yo soy diseñadora gráfica. Trabajo desde casa también.
Qué bueno. ¿Y tienes hermanos?
Sí, tengo 2 hermanos y una hermana. ¿Y tú?
Tengo una hermana. Ella vive en California.
Mi tía vive en California también.
El mundo es pequeño.
Okay, guys, so this is the end of the second part. I would like to explain you here a couple of small things. So, do you know that when they're talking about their jobs, Carla asked to Lisa, ¿A qué te dedicas? ¿A qué te dedicas? And Lisa, she doesn't understand because mostly you guys relate work, what do you do for work, with the verb trabajar. But the truth is that sometimes we also use the verb dedicar when we are talking about jobs. And something else that we can add to this conversation that I think is kind of like important when you're meeting someone new. When you are asking about hobbies, you want to use the word pasatiempo. So in case that you want to ask to someone, what do you do for a hobby? What are your hobbies? You will say, ¿Cuál es tu pasatiempo? ¿Cuál es tu pasatiempo? Okay, guys, so this was a very short podcast for you to practice your listening and also for you to learn some phrases and very specific vocabulary that you will use in this type of conversation. And I hope that you enjoyed the conversation and pick up a few new phrases to use next time to introduce yourself in Spanish. And if you want more content like this, don't forget to follow me on social media. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as Spanish with Ari. And of course, you can visit my website at conarispanish.com for courses, guides, and tons of tools to take your Spanish to the next level. Whether you are a total beginner or already on your way. So thanks for listening and I will catch you in the next episode. Hasta pronto. Ciao, ciao.